In today's video mini lecture, I'm actually going to present the content of a chapter which was recently published in this book.
I wrote this chapter because I felt like there were a lot of highly theoretical writings about cover dance that didn't really cover the basics. So this is my chapter to cover the basics about K-pop cover dance. So it is part of a larger project, and this larger project is set within the history of K-pop dance and how K-pop dance grew to be an extremely important part of Korean popular music. The dance that attracts national and international fans to K-pop is an outgrowth of a tremendous evolution and development of all types of dance in Korea. International Ballet has been recruiting Korean ballerinas for decades, and modern dance companies from Korea travel the world. For a country of 51 million, Korea has a large amount of dance-focused activity, including societies to study dance, dance journals, university dance departments, dance performances, and festivals. Perhaps most important for elevating the quality of K-pop dance, however, was the explosion of hip-hop dance, or b-boy dance, that swept Korea in the early 2000s. Many Korean dance teams have won extremely prestigious international dance competitions, including Gamblers Crew, TIP Crew, Rivers Crew, Jinjo Crew, and Morning of Owl. Individual Korean b-boys have also won top awards on the international competitive circuit. At the same time as K-pop has grown in Korea, a new era of dancers and dance-related businesses have emerged. The infamous after-school cram schools, called Hagwon, now include studios teaching dance. Many crews and individual dancers run such dance studios, appear in advertisements, perform, and are contracted to develop choreography for K-pop stars. Some of the more financially flush Korean gihoeksa, or entertainment agencies, also contract with foreign choreographers to bring in new ideas. All of this strong dance culture in Korea, the rise of Korean b-boys, and the incorporation of foreign choreographers has shaped the type of dance shown in K-pop music videos and performances. So how did the dances of K-pop stars get transferred onto the bodies of K-pop audiences around the world? Before recordings could preserve a song, singing along was crucial to the enduring popularity of songs. Although some songs were communicated through written notation, it was what people sang, songs for children, songs tied to religion, and songs that were sung at annual festivities, often simple to learn, that became most widely distributed. In our contemporary, internet-connected, social media-linked world, there are other ways that audiences worldwide can be exposed to new music. In the case of K-pop, singing along is hampered by the small population of non-Koreans with the necessary language skills. Music videos were shared because of visual elements, the superior production quality of the music videos that feature fabulous choreography, beautiful stars, and trending fashions. But they became more integrated with international audiences as people have come to interact with K-pop by dancing along instead of singing along. Although cover dance practices originated years earlier, I consider Psy's Gangnam Style to be particularly important in demonstrating to the world how much fun it could be to dance along, and with the relatively simple dance moves, convincing many that dance training was not a requirement for participation in the world of K-pop. Cover dance is a deeper engagement with K-pop than listening to the music, and this vibrant, participatory culture also serves a role in exposing new audiences to K-pop as dancers practice in public spaces, perform at school talent shows and Korea-related events and dance contests, and upload videos of their efforts. So this chapter outlines the variety of cover dance performance activities, investigates the motivations of cover dancers through incorporating interview data, briefly discusses the implications for cultural diplomacy, and touches on the ways that cover dance participation may contribute to learning about Korea. K-pop cover dance is dancing to the infectious beats of popular K-pop songs, but beyond that, the variation is considerable because cover dance is not monolithic. There is neither a right nor a wrong way to do cover dance. It can be either a faithful recreation of the original choreography or a simplification, improvement, or reimagination of the choreography. The context varies. People who dance alone in a dance class for fun, for exercise, for potential future career, or as a member in a cover dance club for members of the same school or community. In live performance or in a performance that is made for video. Participants can come from any ethnic or national background, although the athletic moves mean that most cover dancers are relatively young. Cover dance can be done individually or as part of a group. If a video is recorded, it can be done with advanced editing, lighting, and costuming, or it can have minimal or no special effects. Dancers can have a decade of dance training or have never danced before they fell in love with K-pop. There are previous publications on K-pop cover dance, including one of my own, but it's worth mentioning that a lot of K-pop cover dancers are not actually cover dancing for view by somebody else. They are cover dancing as an experience of doing, not as an experience of being seen to do. As part of my research, I've been tracking some individual cover dancers and cover dance groups around the world and seeing how they're doing, reading comments, and in some cases interviewing some of the members of these groups. And this chart, even though it's a tiny bit out of date, it can give you kind of an idea. We can see some of these groups record a very large number of videos. They upload frequently. And they can get some pretty amazing view counts. Of course, if you're as popular as some of these teams, there is the potential to make money from cover dance. Although a cover itself can't be monetized or can only get a small amount of money because the original copyright belongs to the artist who created the original song, the subscriber counts and followers can indicate a level of influence and popularity that can be leveraged in a variety of ways, including uploading videos that can be monetized or appearing in other media beyond YouTube. Now, there's a whole section of my paper that goes into some of the reasons, the emotional reasons why people can participate in cover dance. And I'm not going to go into that in this video because you can actually get that sort of information much better through reading the chapter because it's rather complicated. There are some media that I'd like to direct you to, including Josh Kim has a short documentary called Purple Night. You can find it on YouTube and I'll link it below. And I think that if you watch it, you can see some of the ways in which K-pop cover dance can provide a unique experience for participants. There is also a section of the chapter that talks about K-pop cover dance as a way to enter into being a K-pop idol. And I also talk about the way that K-pop cover dance is being used to provide an entryway to people to learn more about Korea and to promote Korea and K-pop content internationally. So I'm just going to read my conclusion. Is covering K-pop copying or is it creative? Is it supporting the existing power structures or is it subversive? The range of cover activities is so large that it is tempting to oversimplify it as simply a sort of parasitic activity. Too often, scholars dismiss these uploads to social media as sycophantic noise, an act of homage to the stars themselves. This assumption is not without correspondence to reality. Many K-pop cover groups only recreate choreography. Yet K-pop cover dance is so much more than just copying choreography. It is also identity play and an aspiration to become a new you. Cover dancers, at least the successful ones, are watched, and the goal of uploads is for them to be watched because they add something to the dances, not because they are copies. Maybe they dance cleanly, are cute, or manage to incorporate twerking into every dance they do. It can be inspiring to see a man with a body twice the size of a K-pop girl group member able to capture the energy and attitude of the performance. Regardless, they are bringing new ideas, challenges, and creativity to K-pop that add juice and spice to an industry that needs to stay on its toes or it will lose its edge. The long-term impact of this intimate connection between Korean celebrities and diverse dance lovers from around the world seems to be a remaking of a cultural pole, a creation of a new set of aspirations. No longer constantly looking to the United States as the origin of cultural trends, cover dance demonstrates K-pop permeating not just the headphones, but the very muscles, tendons, and ligaments of young people around the world.